Hey, before you dive into this recipe, I wanted to take a quick second to show you what it is we're creating and also tell you just three little heads up before you decide to do this. Number one is I'm not a developer and I do not know, I just like to make systems work and think creatively about how to use software to do things I want it to do. So this is just a workflow that I'm creating, and the reason I'm saying I'm not a developer is this isn't like an app, this isn't even a plugin, this is just simply a workflow. And if you have thousands and thousands and thousands of PRs that are going to be submitted, you might do some damage to your database if it gets, like you're bogging down your system, bloating your database. So that's why I'm saying number one warning is I'm not a developer. Number two is I highly encourage you to offload your receipts to somewhere else. So there's Azure, Cloudinary, there's all these different storage providers. I would definitely recommend you get one of those storage providers and upload your receipts to that place instead of storing it on your local database. I'm not going to go into that part of setting up a storage provider, as there's plenty of resources out there to help you do that. And finally, the third thing. What is the third thing? Oh, yeah, the third thing is I don't know a good way to do security on this to where you can only see the PRs that you've submitted. So, in other words, every PR is viewable by every staff member. So, if that's a deal breaker for you, then I wouldn't recommend doing this. Okay? I created this because we use a really old, outdated Excel spreadsheet, and it's paper, and we fill it out by hand, and it's just a horrible process, and it's been the same way for 15 years. And I thought, you know what, Rock can make this better. So this is what I created. All right, it's not a perfect solution, but it's going to work. We haven't implemented it yet, just a heads up as well. But I wanted to give you those little heads up before I tell you exactly what we're going to do. All right, so let me get signed in here to the dev server. So I'm recording on my phone. This is our dev server. You can see it says submitted by Tim Lemons because I'm already logged in. If I'm submitting this PR for somebody else, I can put their name here, but if not, I'm going to leave that blank. Vendor we'll pretend is Rock RMS. What ministry is this? In our church, Rock. When was the purchase date? We'll say it was last Monday. Payment due, I've already paid it. Purpose, we'll say plugin for ministry. Credit card, I created this as a defined type so you can add all of your credit cards to the system, but I haven't done that yet, so imagine you can pick a different credit card there. The last 4 digits of that. Special instructions, here are my special instructions. Boom. All right, so here's one thing. I said it's not a perfect solution. You have to scroll over here and hit the little plus sign, and you have to hit it twice. Account number, we don't use that. We'll say central office. We'll pretend this is the PDF plugin. We bought one of them, and we'll pretend $250, so that whole entire line is $250. And you know what, just to show you, so if you want to add another line, let's say you went to the grocery store and you bought hot dogs and you bought hot dog buns, then you would add hot dogs as one line and hot dog buns as another one. So we'll say this is central, and we'll say this is the project manager plugin, one of those, 200. All right, you'll see right here this little note. It says the total amount of the PR will be based on the items listed. Please include tax or other charges to get them included in the total cost. So I'm going to hit save. So what that means is it's going to take this total here and add it up. So 250 plus 200, that will be the total of this PR. Now, upload a receipt. I created 5 different spots if you want to do that. So I'm going to say take a photo. And now I can take a picture of this receipt. I will use that. It is uploading. There it is. And I'm going to hit submit. Now, when I hit submit, it's going to say your information has been submitted successfully. So because that was under $500, it just went through and it goes straight to the person you pick in the workflow to be over receipts or PRs. I'm going to stop recording here on my phone. And now let me show you one on my desktop computer. So here we are again, same thing. Tim Lemons, submitted on behalf of, we'll skip that. And let's pretend this is, we'll say, well, let's just do Rock again. Rock RMS, ministry, Rock, purchase date was today. Purpose is development, pretend. We'll say credit card. So here's your matrix. You can go in and add as many items as you want to. So we'll say central office, metrics, dashboard. And here's an example of, like, let's say it was 5 hours, right? And we'll say, I have no idea I can't remember what the rate is, but let's say it's this, right? So here I cannot figure out how to do the math. So you're gonna do your math yourself. So $625. So 5 times 125 is 625. Hit save. I've got the one item. My receipt, I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna upload. And I have a receipt that I was using. Let me find this receipt, be right back. Alright, we'll just use this receipt here. So I'll hit submit. Now, because it was over $500, it's going to say, hey, set approver. So the PR is over 500, and I have this language about under 1,000. For us, if it's over $500, your supervisor needs to approve it. If it's over 1,000, we need to ask somebody on the leadership team to approve it as well. So for this example, I will ask myself to approve it because I want to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to hit myself. So here's all the information I can look over if I'm trying to make a decision if this needs to be approved or not. And then I'm going to hit submit. Now, once I hit submit, because I'm asking myself to approve it, it's going to show me the form to approve it, right? Because I asked myself. If I had asked somebody else to approve it, they would get an email and they would be able to see all the details, see all this. They can make notes. They can approve it. They can deny it. Whatever needs to happen there. Yes, I approve it. All right. So I hit approve, and now that PR has been submitted to finance. So let me show you what that email looks like. Maybe. Okay, so to show you the email, what it would look like, I'm pulling it up in Lava Tester because I'm on the dev server and I'm not actually sending emails, okay? But this is what it would look like. So here's the workflow, here's the instance. So I'll hit test here. And so you'll see how easy this is. All it does is send an email, has all the information, has the list of things. So here you can see one. You can see PR total is that, approved by Tim Lemons, approval notes. I can click view and it will take you to see the receipt that I uploaded. And also let me show you this one. This is the one I did for my phone. So you can see I had 2 items, right? So it puts those 2 items. There's my special instructions, paid with credit card, and here's a receipt. Or here's the image that I took on my phone, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so that is what I am creating in this recipe. If you want to have that, then proceed. More videos will be down below, I believe, as we walk through this process. And as always, hit me up on Rocket Chat. Happy to help. All right, see you guys.